Take me out of studio mode. What's up? Hey everybody. I need to make sure that we can hear Corey, cause yeah, there we go. Perfect. And Corey is actually doubled up right now.
Say deviled up?
He is deviled up, y'all.
That's what I call it when I use devil sticks.
Yeah. that is, I think that's the scientific term for it. Watch out everybody. I'm all deviled up today.
What up, El?
Hey El. By the way, that was me. I did that to your Twitch notifications. That was me.
Yeah, Taylor doesn't like you watching anyone but us.
I'm very possessive over people I've met in person now. So yeah.
Unfortunately, no. My Taylor made this map. My sexual undertones. I did talk about how my character.
Oh baby, plow that canal straight through that peninsula. Oh.
Listen, where I am to have made this map, it'd be a lot more psychosexual stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll say that much.
There's no undertones with Corey.
Yeah.
It's very well put.
It's very H.R. Geiger, where it's like, that's an undertone of sexuality. It's called penis landscape. So.
Right. That's an undertone of sexuality. Are you sure? Because it's really just a big walking vagina.
Yeah.
I don't think that's an undertone at all.
I trust you to be able to navigate the Adobe website from here, Taylor.
That is putting such a incredible amount of faith in me. But yeah, no, I'll find it. So just to give you all an idea of what you're looking at here, where this is like our normal background for the stream. You usually can't see it because we've got a whole bunch of stuff over it. But we're doing stuff today. And that involves me downloading some stuff from Corey's Adobe account, which we don't want to broadcast. So enjoy the map for the moment.
I'm giving him an Acrobat so he can make all the sheets form fillable so I don't have to.
And I know you're wondering, why does he need to log into an actual account to download a free Acrobat reader? The answer is because Adobe seems to have a problem with people who speak English.
I'm not going to disagree with that, but also you would need it because you need that for the form fillable function, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, no, I get that. I know I need it. I'm just saying I shouldn't have to go into your account to download it. I should just be able to download it like regular.
Listen, I'm not going to defend Adobe because they don't deserve it, but also, hands off, baby. Leave my very bad programs out of this.
Yeah, fair.
Hey everyone, guess what? I
Oh.
pinpointed the moment you die.
Well, that's
like
exciting.
Not you guys, but like I pinpointed the moment I died. Cool. It was today when I downloaded the Burger King app.
Oh, my dude.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me about this? Are you okay?
I was saving it for the stream.
That's a hell of a thing to save. That's a
It's
hell of a
also
thing to
the
bottle
moment
up.
It's the moment you know that, like, that email address is dead.
Well, I could never use this again.
This one is for garbage now. Yeah, man, it was a trip. I'm not gonna lie to you. I went through a lot emotionally.
I'll pray for you. That's rough.
That's rough, also my guy. Your head. Also have the BKF. Nice, Al. What up, homie?
What's wrong with both of you? Why would you? Actually, I say that, but I have thought multiple times about that I should download the Zaxby's app because we eat there all the fucking time. Like,
I had to, you know what the shame is of the Burger King app? When you get a coupon at the drive-thru, you have to read it to them. They're like, okay, little piggy, what's your numbers for your free Whopper? I'm like, thank you. We're gonna hold up the line so little piggy can get his Whopper. So that's been my day. It's been a real nightmare. But hey, we're back from PAX.
Yeah, we're back from PAX. It's our first stream together, following being together in person. Hell is the absence of
That's our first t-shirt.
Jesus Christ. McNancy,
Can we get in trouble for that?
McNancy, you can't give us all of this shit for free. Like, we're at a certain point, we're gonna be obligated to start paying you for shit. Oh, look at that! I can download all of these.
Stop. You get one. You get the Adobe Acrobat.
I can download all of these.
I might want those other ones on other computers.
Ooh.
Get off my shit. I need double pickle, double lettuce, double tomato. That's fair. I don't need to walk my shame out in front of everyone. Except for when they look at you and they go, is this the little piggy who ordered it? They all, you know what's weird is that Burger King corporate makes them call you a little piggy when you use the app, which I think is rude, but also, like, I get it.
Yeah, but it's like, they know who you are. Like,
yeah.
Here's the thing. If nothing else, I can't claim that, like, Burger King is, you know, they know who they are. They know who their audience is. And it's little piggies who want a free Whopper.
I had another email related event today.
Mm-hmm.
I like when political emails get fucking weird. Because I got an email today, and this is gonna probably surprise everyone. Joe Biden emailed me today.
No!
Joe Biden, the first lady. You know what she asked me in the fucking subject of her headline?
Oh boy.
Hey, would it be okay if Joe called you soon? What the fuck is going on? Of course! Look at me fielding calls from the president!
I don't know what I was expecting, and I don't know why I thought it was anything other than this.
I just want a political email from someone just being like, hey, you up? Oh, man. Oh, man. It's been a good time.
Oh, my God.
McNancy order fucking salad. Nice. So yeah, man, we did PAX. It was sick. Our boy L was there, and we got to play his game.
We got to play Whisper Stone. It was awesome.
It was sick. Tell me everything you know about post-human people reproduction cycles. I knew it, dude. I knew it. Joe's been listening to the stream. How do these potted plants fuck?
Yeah, no, Joe actually doesn't watch the stream regularly. He just tunes in for all of the reproduction episodes where we talk about how all these weird things have sex. He doesn't care about the rest of it.
Barry's been editing he's been making me a supercut of all the sexy stuff. Oh man, yeah. So PAX was great. We had an awesome time. We handed out a butt-ton of minis.
So we handed out 300 little packages, including like a free mini, sticker, and like a business card. We handed out 300 of those bad boys in like an hour.
Yeah.
Like all together, it was like an hour. It was absolutely insane. Which leads me to my next point, which is that next year we need to like actually go proper and like have a table or like.
I mean,
yeah,
we didn't even go to Unpub, which is insane.
No, we didn't. Like, it really was absolutely nuts.
What that butt do?
What that butt do?
It releases pollen, and that's how we procreate.
That's hot as shit. Can I just say? Can I just put that out there?
What?
That's
pretty
hot
sexy.
That's hot as hell.
It's just kind of a sexy festival. It's more of a low-key orgy, really. That's how bugs live now. Bugs only bang. Bugs only bang. Bombs over Baghdad. Bugs over Baghdad.
What is wrong with you? Are you having a stroke?
Kinda. Mostly board games? Alright, cool. Then we're good. Well, I mean, still, next time we can probably play our shit there, so we'll try it. So, yeah, we handed out shit very quickly. Very, not to toot my own horn, but I'm going to because, well, first off, I printed way too many. I printed more mini. I lost count, I guess. Oops.
Yes.
You
should.
But, yeah, we got a lot of, like, positive reaction to the mini designs. That was cool. That was dope. I was just very excited about that. Everyone said it multiple times, "That's a friend." And I said, yes.
Yeah. We got so many compliments on, especially the mini, about how fucking cute it is, because it is cute. It's very adorable. But like that like, I want to be very clear. That is the reason those things went as fast as they did. Like, I needed no sales pitch beyond just literally being, "Hey, you guys want a free mini?" And like 30 people just swarmed me and my little backpack all at once. I'm like, ugh! Just giving them like as fast as possible. Honestly, the biggest drawback was just that I didn't get to talk to people about the game as much as I would have liked, because I was just constantly in the process of handing these things out. I've never seen something move that fast.
Have we checked our downloads?
I actually haven't. Let me pull that up.
Me and Elle were fucking all on the same page. So there's about 30,000 people at PAX every year. We handed out 300 minis. We handed about minis to about 1% of the people that were there. So that's cool. That's like that's an actual statistic.
Let's look here. Gonna log in.
Blog in.
No. I'm not writing any more fucking blogs.
Taylor's writing my personal blog for me.
That's why I'm not writing any more blogs.
Yeah, because he took on that account.
Yeah, because I'm not doing that anymore.
And it's weird.
Okay, so PAX was what? That was the weekend of the 1st, right?
Yeah?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, in that time, let's have a look at our drive-through first. So we've had 35 downloads of the core rules since then. We've had 10 downloads of the printable sheets since then. Let's double check on our itch account as well, because I haven't looked at that either.
Itch is probably going to have less, just because it's linked less.
Yeah, it's a little less visible. But nonetheless, let's find out. Go analytics. Okay, yeah, no, we're still looking at about 33 downloads.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, on itch.
We don't have the itch linked anywhere, so that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. That's literally just like if they discover it on itch, then it's there for them. So
we got about 1% of the people that we gave out, which is, I mean,
that's pretty good.
To be
still,
expected. Yeah. That's cool. Okay, cool. We got some people out there. If those people played at their table, that's 4 or 5 people playing. So hey,
absolutely.
I'll take it. Next week we will be starting character creation for a playtest. I have at least 2, possibly 3 people on board. So Taylor, if you can get 1 more, that would probably be key, because worst case scenario we have 3 players, best case scenario 4.
Yeah, 4 is ideal. I agree.
One of them, interestingly enough, is like my sister-in-law, who has never played a tabletop game before, and approached my brother and was like, "Hey, I want to do this."
Yeah.
I was like, "All right, cool, yeah."
No, that's super exciting, and it'll also be a really good stress test to see how fast she picks it up. That's actually something that we haven't really gotten the chance to do yet. So, as far as playtest goes, that's going to be fantastic. As far as getting another one, I just want to put it out there. If you're watching this stream and you like talking
that
about,
seems targeted.
Yeah, and you like talking about how Joe Biden likes to watch weird things fuck, you should come and join us on stream.
Accurate.
We ask that you have a decent setup, that you have Wednesday nights free, and that you like tabletop games. Beyond that, you're pretty much gold. But let me see here. Wow, Adobe Acrobat is taking fucking forever.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, it's installing the Creative Cloud, like the entire thing?
It's installing the cloud from which you can install different Adobe products, probably is what it's doing. You should be able to just download the exe for the installer, though.
Yeah. What in the world is going on with my computer? I was gonna say, is this thing about to destroy my computer? Am I gonna be okay?
No.
Cool.
Acrobat is poison, but it has form fillable function, which I was having a really hard time locating anywhere else. Does Nitro do that? Because if so, Taylor, delete fucking Acrobat and get that. Because it's a fucking nightmare. I literally only use it for the form fillable function.
Does Nitro PDF do form fillable?
Keep telling people I'm not playing any more TTRPG unless every single player is also a TTRPG designer. I've also been thinking about ways we could promote.
Oh hell yeah, it does. Get fucked, Adobe. I'm not doing that shit.
Boot it into space. I'm about to desubscribe from everything except Photoshop. I fucking hate Adobe Acrobat. It's the worst fucking thing on the planet. It is the most nonsensical called mescaline.
What the fuck?
McNancy's very good. Taylor, you're still streaming to me, by the way.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Probably slowing your rig down.
More than likely. Yeah,
slowing the rig down.
I hadn't even thought about that. I bet that just fucked up our cameras. Yep, it did. Cool. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Gonna put you back there. Gonna put me back here.
Gonna put you back there. I sang that for you. The only thing I really need is a character in the caravan. Cancel. Open. Where's my AF pub? In process? No. Damn it. Damn it.
Okay, that works. Cool.
Put this, where'd I put this?
Alright. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Nationwide, you're on your side. That's a first-rate queso dip. I don't fucking like Eli Manning, but not Eli, Peyton Manning, but I do like his commercials about Nationwide.
It's a weird. You should tell him that if you ever meet him.
I will. I'll
be like,
tell
oh
him
my
in
god,
his
it's the guy from the Nationwide commercials.
I'll be like, you and your big goddamn forehead got me Adam Gase for a season as head coach and then complained about the Jets? You are the reason we were bad! I hate you!
And I'm gonna be like, yeah.
I hate you and your giant forehead. It's so big! Sing to me a song about queso dip now. I'm trying to find open.
Good fucking god. Yes, just please, for the love of God, just install the goddamn program. I just need something to happen. Like, there we go.
Did I save this?
You seem like a much smaller file than Adobe.
Yeah. Hey, Taylor? Yeah.
It's at least 100% downloaded now. Like, it's taken a minute to install. Fine.
Where the fuck did I... Active projects, TGS. Home? Oh, I know what I can do. Fuck it. I know how to do this. Mama needs her PDFs. As accurate as how I feel. Mambo number 5.
That song is actually about PDFs, and not a lot of people know that.
Not a lot of cowards know this.
Yeah. If you're brave enough, then you actually realize.
So if they have the option for form fillable to fit text to field, that is probably what you're going to want to do.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is the big boxes with lines I'm going to be clearing out. So you could just throw a big box found that will say fit text to field. That way, no matter, the more they write, the smaller things will get.
Okay, cool. I just need the actual file that I'm putting into this right now.
Yeah, and give me 1 second. Stop yelling at me.
No.
No, I like
that's the whole reason I do this.
Also remember that you're gonna want to have to put like little click boxes on all the wound tracker stuff and
right.
Yeah.
It's all got to be tickable.
Tickleable.
Tickleable. You know what else I realized that we never did?
What?
We never finished the playtester survey thing.
We need to fucking trim that bad boy down.
Yeah. We have like 70 fucking questions on this thing.
Our man, McNancy was like, "Hey guys,
this is a long fucking survey." Yeah, it is. We're being precise.
Maybe too precise. Okay, the rest of those wounds. Also remember, underneath you'll have the wounds. Actually, that I don't need to get rid of those, but actually I probably should. I'm gonna get rid of the. Well, no, I'm gonna keep them. Just remember. Oh, you'll see them. You'll see them. So file. What page am I on? What page am I on, Taylor? 3. File.
That's
export.
the one.
Ignore and continue. PDF, high quality, current page. Form fillable. We will be going character sheet. Raw. And then I will find where Taylor hides the money.
Right.
It's like looking into the future. Like sand through an hourglass, Taylor. So is the days of our life. And then I have to do, my stupid brain has to remember desktop. I'm getting there. Active projects, TGS, book, finals. Oh, that's where they were. Cool. That would have been nice to know when I needed it. Form fillable. And Taylor, I'm gonna drop this in the playtest pack. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this with the character sheet and the caravan sheet. Those are the most important ones. The other ones I can just have printed out here.
Yeah.
Okay. Which I'm going to do by hand because I want to see how they play.
That works.
I never played. So Fori was in this weird lapse period of tabletop games for me.
Really quick, Lilac Basilisk, thank you so much for the subscription. We appreciate it.
Lilac Basilisk, Lilac Basilisk, Lilac Basilisk. We do a song for everyone who subscribes.
Yeah. Corey is really, really big on that rule. And we do a song. Anyways, what was the song?
I just did it.
Right.
You didn't hear it? It was all the clapping I did.
No, I didn't hear it. Can you do it again?
Are you gonna steal? Am I gonna lose money on the back end?
You'll never know. It's on the back end.
I'm calling the police.
I'm calling the Burger King.
I'm calling Burger King. Hello, Dad. Anyways, the song's Lilac Basilisk.
There you go.
Lilac Basilisk.
Literally all I'm trying to get you to do. Oh my god.
It was good, and you liked it.
It was great. Everyone loves it. Everyone feels exactly the same way about it. That's really the magic of it. It's the magic of the whole thing.
You don't have the magic in you. You never did. Job. Fuck.
We're glad you liked it, and welcome to the channel. Some people pay good money for the bat. See, this is exactly what I'm saying, right? Like, you don't gotta make it into a whole thing.
I already did.
Already did.
Taylor, it's impossible for me not to make things into whole things.
All right.
Did everyone see how good I did?
Jesus.
Fuck. God damn it, Affinity. Hey, Elle, did you ever end up picking up Affinity? They just released... They just released version 2, which is a whole new program, which I'm probably going to pick up.
Okay. So let's
God damn it.
bring this down here. Now I can give you guys something to look at.
He's about to do something sexy, folks.
I'm about to do the sexiest thing that anyone's ever seen, which is edit a PDF.
That is sexy.
And I'm gonna do it really slow, but that's not because it's sexy. It's because I don't. It's because I don't know what I'm doing.
which is a funny thing to say while you're having sex.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
gonna do this really slow.
Really slow.
Because I don't know what I'm doing. That's good. That's good. That's good content right there.
That right there. That was a reel for sure.
Baby, I'm gonna make you so confused.
Jesus
What's happening?
What are you doing? What are you about to do? Oh, fuck.
I'm calling my parents to pick me up. I'm scared. What I'm doing. Okay, export, caravan sheetrock. So I think these are the only ones we actually need form fillables for right now. Hey, here's a question for you. If you had to fight any cereal mascot, who would you fight?
Oh, Toucan Sam. I'll fuck that little bird up. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, so I'm always wary of grabbing one with wings because they have the advantage of flight.
That ain't an advantage for a fucking toucan. That there is no way a toucan's picking me up. Like, if it's a pterodactyl, then sure.
I wasn't even thinking to pick you up. That's a whole new element I hadn't considered. I meant, like, just to stay out of arm's reach and shit and, like, dive bomb you. That's an interesting thing. What if Toucan Sam is huge, though? We don't know.
Well, I mean, okay, so what? The commercials, like, Toucan Sam is slightly smaller than the average child. So he's, like, what, 2 feet and change? Like,
do we actually see children in the Toucan Sam commercials, or do we just see
feel like
kids?
I'm pretty sure we see children at some point. Like, I don't know. It's been forever since I've seen a commercial for...
Trix Rabbit is the size of an adult then, huh?
Oh, yeah. Trix Rabbit's fucking huge. I'm not messing with that. Here's the thing. I'm not going to fuck with a regular size rabbit because rabbits are shitty. They're mean. Yeah. They're mean-spirited little shits. Yeah, Elstergren, it's a relatively big bird, but it's got hollow bones and shit. Like... I'm going to grab that thing by the wing and slam him onto the ground.
I mean, it's a big beak. That scares me. I noticed you didn't pick Sammy the Cocoa Puff bird because he does seem a bit more like a wild card.
He's got that dog in him.
Yeah, he kind of does. I totally get that. Yeah, he's a little unhinged.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, you'd invite Toucan Sam over because you know he's going to be polite to your parents, but...
Yeah, no, honestly, Toucan Sam was just the first one I thought of.
So I asked this question when I worked in the kitchen a lot because I thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
My answer is always Frankenberry because I'm pretty sure I could fuck him up.
Okay, interesting choice.
He's a dipshit. And I feel like I could at least trick him into, like, kicking his own ass. He's also scared of everything.
Oh, okay, so you got that going for you, but, like, he's an undead monster. Like,
yeah.
He's... I don't know about that one.
I'm positive I could kick Frankenberry's ass. But on that topic, I did get the most interesting answer from my... I got 2 interesting answers. One was... our dishwasher Justice, or Sal Guy Justice at the time, he said to me, Tony the Tiger. And I said, Justice? That's the most fucking
because
insane
you
answer
want to
could-
die is the answer,
Yeah.
right?
Because not only is he a tiger, but he's ripped to the gills. Like-
Yeah, exactly. He's muscular as shit. Like, I don't want to. Literally, like, if the joke is just like, yeah, I want to die, then sure, like it's a good bit, or I guess a very serious commentary on your mental health.
Yeah.
But like, that's the worst one you could pick.
Elle makes a good point. I just have an attraction to monsters, I think.
I think you do. I think I saw Snap, Crackle, and Pop in the.
Very good. They have tactics on their side, though.
They've got the numbers. I think is the big challenge with them.
Do you want to know the best answer I heard?
Yeah.
One of my cooks looked at me and he goes, Mikey. I was like, the life cereal kid? He's just a 6-year-old child.
That's a great answer. Oh fuck. That's
Yeah.
that's a great
It's a good answer. It's fucking great to me. He like took a minute and like that's it's like God, that's awesome.
Oh, the fucking honeycomb thing? Yeah, absolutely not. That thing
no
will
way.
That thing will
No
fuck you.
way.
That thing will fuck you right up. Don't even
Talk
try.
about even if you do win, like rabies comes to mind.
Yeah, it's like victory at what cost, right?
Yeah.
No, there's no way in hell. No, honeycomb, like the honeycomb terror, as I call him, is
Fair.
yeah, like that's like right up there with Tony the Tiger. Like there's like a list of ones that I know I would not want to fuck with, and
Yeah.
like there's the honeycomb terror, there's Tony the Tiger, maybe an unpopular choice, the Cheerios bee. I don't want to fuck with that guy.
It's a bee. I mean, I don't want to kill a bee because I feel bad.
I feel though like it's kind of the same thing with Snap, Crackle, and Pop. If you mess with him, you're messing with the whole hive.
Whole hive.
Yeah, and like that's
Maybe.
and that's just death. That's
We've never seen his hive.
yeah. That doesn't mean he doesn't have one. Like,
I don't know. Colony collapse is a big problem, Taylor.
is the Cheerios bee like this nomadic Ronin bee that's like wandering the cereal landscape?
Yeah. Always
That's
alone.
dark, honestly.
Trying to find Jerry Seinfeld. Because
He's trying to heal the hearts that he lost from his missing colony. Snacks
I'll
Frog.
say this one. Oh yeah, Smacks Frog. I just want to hang out with.
Well, but we're talking about fighting, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't fight the Smacks Frog. I want to hang out with him too bad.
Nah. No, I'd kick his ass.
Frog, no.
Yeah, no, I'll do it.
You won't. I'll fight for him.
You're gonna act as the champion for the Smacks Frog.
Yeah. I'll tell you one that I wouldn't fight.
Yeah.
And this is a bit of a. It's technically cereal. Which is.
Oh boy,
which
this is a strong
which
start.
which is
Oh,
the
I think I
best
know.
one.
I think I know who you're gonna do. Who is it?
The Quaker Oats.
Quaker
man, I would
Oats
not
guy.
Fight.
Quaker Oats guy. He will fuck you up.
He's
Absolutely.
yoked, right? Like
Yeah.
that thing is yoked.
No, dude, that guy is like one of those hardy ass people from the 1700s. That
Farmer
dude,
strong.
yeah, that
He's
dude has
listening.
that dude has experienced trials and tribulations you cannot imagine. No, he will
Jeez.
destroy you.
Whoa, hold on. Two things. I absolutely remember Chex Quest. It was a good video game. And Elstridon has posited something insane.
15 foot. Oh,
Is each of those bees a different bee?
is it like are they all the remainders of the same collapsed colony? They just
Is
like
it a
went their
collapse?
they just like went their different ways? Like it
Yeah,
kind
I
of
wouldn't-
here's the thing, it kind of tracks if we're talking about like how a culture mutates over time. Like if there was like one central Cheerio colony or whatever and then it collapsed And then it's like, oh yeah, like this group went this way and they're all about like Honey Nut Cheerios. And then there's like this other group that went this other way and they're super traditionalist. They're very conservative. They're just like straight up Cheerios, same as like the old colony was. And then you've got like 13 other variants of this. Like that would make sense.
I can't tell bees apart from each other, so also
I don't know what you want there.
I just can't. So if they were different bees, I wouldn't be able to tell. I just assumed it was all the same bee.
I mean, that was always my assumption, but like, if we're working off the idea of like one cereal, one mascot.
I can't look at two bugs and be like, that's Todd.
Oh, other thing, on my would not fuck with list, Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble. Absolutely would not fuck with them. They will destroy you.
This is good content, by the way.
It's great. It's great.
I'm glad
content.
that somebody subscribed to.
Yeah, I'm sure Lilac Basilisk is like very, very satisfied with their choice.
Yeah, this was like, hey, they're really working. They're really discussing packs.
They're really.
Okay. I do. Let's talk about like ways we could, because we're gonna have these streams now. As a kind of Eldritch magic, the bee is like the warlock and has turned back on Bee Society. That's insane, and the coolest thing I've ever read.
I'm just saying, McNancy, we do have a playtest coming up. You could probably do something with that. Could we have a whole playtest of cereal mascots?
I mean, I have a game to drop on you guys. I thought of this at work today, talking about Morkborg.
Uh-huh.
Let's make a hack of Morkborg called Morkborg and Mindy.
That's very good. Fuck.
Thank you.
Yeah,
money, please.
Money, please.
So we're gonna have these streams in between. Like, it is very liable that we are going to have streams where, you know, we are reorienting after playtests. We don't have really much to do per se. So I think these are good times for us to start thinking about like best ways to promote Vault Peddlers and best ways to promote TGS games and promote our friends and things like that. Obviously, on these off streams when we're still trying to get playtesters together, hopefully, our Discord picks up a little bit and we can have a group that we can kind of pull from for playtests. When we have these lapsed moments, it would be a good time for us to promote other people who are making games and, using our stream to run their shit, which I think would be very cool.
I will say, after getting to play Whisperstone in person, man, I want to do whatever I can to help promote that game. Like, I would love to follow through on like that, like doing, I know we talked about like an online playthrough of Whisperstone, and like I would absolutely do that.
I think Elle's got it all set up on Tabletop Simulator too, so we'd have like all the pieces and stuff, which would be cool. I wonder, like, I don't know, like, obviously we can do stuff on the website. I would love to do more graphic designy stuff. Like, maybe if we could like get shit, if we could come up with like a concise enough idea for making like an e-zine or something with like maps and contracts and interviews with other indie devs, things like that, we could load up into it and release for free as a cool way to promote. Might be a fun way to do things. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about that at work today.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't really have anything of substance to add to that. Just beyond that, I think it's a good idea, and like I would really like to see more of that as well. I mean, the thing is, because we now have this kind of initial, it's not even like I would say first edition, but like we have a published thing of Vault Peddlers, and we kind of need to let it take its course and try and collect data on it. That's kind of like our main job right now. But obviously that's not super interesting to do, just sitting around and reading reviews. Although, I don't know, if we got very tasty submissions, that might make a fun little aside. But it does kind of leave the question open of like, well, what do we do with the stream now? Because we don't really have anything to work on unless we want to start working on another game.
Well, that was my next question. So, like, Taylor, like, dream game right now. Like, I think about game concepts a lot. Like, if you had your druthers right now, what, like, let's both say the kind of game we would like to make.
Okay. Man, I just recently had. I had an idea like a couple of weeks ago for a game. I can't remember.
And you can make it
now.
as vague as you want too. Like it could be like just a kind of like theme.
Yeah.
I don't know if that helps jog anything.
Not as far as what I was thinking of, but I guess what I would put out there is I would love to do something that is rooted, I think, more soundly in an existing genre. I think one of the coolest things about Vault Peddlers is that it crosses a lot of genres. I mean, we describe it as like Mad Max meets Shakespeare. I would also like add like it's like Borderlands and Lord of the Rings. Like it's a lot of different like very contradictory feeling IPs. And that's super cool. It's actually the thing I love the most about Vault Peddlers. I would love to create a game that is very soundly within a genre. Whether that's like a historical realism game, I would love to explore and flesh out like Histo RPG, which was something that I made a couple of years ago. So maybe doing something where it's maybe something that's like geared towards teachers would be really cool. Where it's like very lightweight and easy to pick up. And then also like the idea of doing a pure sci-fi game is also very interesting to me.
Cora's just like,
Yeah, I was about to say.
I mean, you spoke my words, my magic words. Because if you say science fiction 3 times, I appear in your room.
Yeah. He appears in your room with a notebook full of just nonsense.
And a Diet Coke. Okay, cool. Neat. Those are pretty concise. I think those are all like. I think we have a good place to start with Histo RPG as far as like trying to make something that is more educational oriented. And I think it's a good way to break into like some other people playing.
Yeah.
If I had my druthers, I think like right now, and this is something I've been talking about for the last half year, I think. But like I would like a game that mechanically emphasized exploration and discovery. Like I would really like to like find the root of the feeling of discovery in games and try to like push that into the mechanics more. And you say science fiction, I think that like an early sci-fi game would work really well there, like early exploration sci-fi. Maybe like kind of a hex crawly thing where you start off with a blank universe, leaving from wherever you're from. Maybe something kind of like I think Starfield started throwing this term around a lot, and I kind of like it. NASA punk, where like
that's tight.
like hard sci-fi rooted in very early space travel, but like really setting off into the unknown and making discoveries there. Like I don't think quite like Star Trek, because Star Trek I think it has like a lot of the same themes, but I think like Star Trek technologically is a lot more advanced than I think I would like to necessarily put it. I like the idea of like big, heavy, bulky spacesuits and like being like not acclimated for things, but I really like the idea of it being like a hopeful game and not dystopian. A game that like emphasizes discovery and not consequence, and like I think I'd like that. Discovery via emergent storytelling. Like that feeling of uncovering like a big alien monument. That it's hard to describe too, right? Because like they talk about the pillars of RPG, and there's like combat and roleplay, and then there's exploration, and exploration is pretty loosely defined in most of those situations, because I think what we're really talking about is the feeling of discovery, which is like, how do you mechanize that? Yeah. And a lot of games do it poorly, and I think it would be fun to tackle that.
Yeah, I totally get that. What I might specifically just put a hand on is I really like the idea of a game that strays away from the dystopian and really focuses a lot more on I don't know, I like the idea of hope in a game.
Yeah.
And Vault Peddlers, definitely, we've talked a lot about how it's not a dystopian game, and it's not, but I don't know if it's by enough. Like, I'd like to make a game that I think takes even more decisive steps away from that, as kind of an intentional effort.
So like, I mean, therein lies like the, I guess like the crux of the issue for a game like that is how do you provide, I mean, beyond the fact that you are explorers, like how do you provide do we provide like a built-in narrative? Like Mutineer Zero, I've been reading that book, and that provides the like meta narrative that like it is year zero because resources have kind of run out in your civilization. You're going into the hot zone to get resources to like rebuild your society. So how do we have like a meta narrative like that, where it's like you are leaving blank Earth, call it whatever you want, for what reason? Or did we like discover some kind of jump gate and we're sending the first explorers out into the unknown? Which I think's like, it's pretty commonly used trope, but I think it's a fun one.
I mean, it's commonly used for a reason, right? It's not even that it's just fun, it's that it's very good narrative fodder, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, here's the other thing too. Like, we're still fine on the other side. Is like another fun thing there.
Yeah.
I like the idea of bulky spaceships and open-ended question and prompts that allow for improvised results. That would be interesting.
Yeah. I will say I've been really interested in games, and it seems like there's been a ton of them lately that have come from like the kind of indie dev scene that give players like a bigger level of control on kind of the meta narrative of the world, like stuff that's normally reserved for GM. I'd really be interested in making a game that mechanizes a lot of that in the way that a traditional game does, but still gives a lot of that agency to players to help shape that world.
Yeah.
So like that's also something that has really piqued my interest as I've kind of explored that space a lot.
I mean, that could be like, say you were to do this game as some kind of hex crawl where you have like a big sector to explore. You could have like moments like that where it's like you discover like something here, what is it? And then the GM like tweaks like the narrative effects, that kind of things, that are there. Because if you discover like a geographical thing, you discover an old piece of tech, that kind of thing, something alien. Which actually kind of leans into, you could use open-ended questions and prompts that allow for improvised results. I really like the idea of like, what, I don't know. You find a recording, like what are the first like 3 words you hear, or that kind of thing, which I think kind of leans it both into that. Discovery.
Forsaken Frontier, not familiar myself. Oh, McNancy already made that game. Okay, never mind. We have to come up with a new one.
No, I do remember his cover he sent, actually. Collaborative world building, exploration. Sounds like Forsaken Frontier. Well, we'll just hack your game into sci-fi. Sorry, baby.
Sorry, idiot.
Yeah, I don't know. I like that solution on Switch. All right.
Oh, it's not done yet, so we can take it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, man. I think that. Sorry, we already stole it. It's ours now.
Yeah, no, we're gonna do it. It's fine.
Taylor, can you talk again?
Yeah, sure. What am I doing?
Oh, I can hear you now. It's fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that would be fun. I like. Maybe we could take like something from like, I don't know. We should probably play some more games. Honestly, we've been fucking running so many games. I mean, that's another thing we could do on Wednesday night streams. We just like play a game.
Yeah, well, and like, I don't know. This is the kind of stuff that I want to get more into, just because. I don't know, like, I really enjoy the game design aspect of it. But again, it kind of goes back to that initial question of like, well, what do we actually do with the stream now? Because unless we just continue designing games forever, which don't get me wrong, that doesn't sound like the worst end. Like, that's not the worst possibility. No. But I also, like, I make games specifically with the intent to eventually play them. And I'd like to do that more.
Well, and it's good practice, right? Like, you learn to write by reading. You learn art by observing it.
When I think about even just the stuff that, like, I learned from playing, I got to play, like, the One Ring at PAX this last couple of weeks. And then, like, I played Whisperstone, and I played that Star Wars D6 game. Like, all of these things are, like, introduced new mechanics that I don't know, that like in certain cases I thought were really interesting and that I might like to introduce. So I don't know, maybe we dedicate this channel to playing more games and playing like a different little game every week or every month or something. I don't know. The biggest challenge with it, honestly, is just that it requires it to not just be the two of us, right? Because we've done a really good job of clearing out Wednesday night on our schedule and saying, like, this is what we're going to do every week. We're going to need at least 2 other people to
This might be a good way, because I feel like some people get nervous about the idea of playtesting. This might be a good way to lure people in to our Discord. Like, hey, we're gonna play Death in Space. Do you want to play it? Cool. Well, just join this Discord, and then when we need playtesters next, yumma, there's another body in there. What I'm saying is, we get Joe Biden to join our. I'm expecting a phone call soon, so. When
he calls you, you really should.
Let me text Jill. I'll text Jill.
Yeah, just text Jill. See if he'd be cool to do that.
Hey, J-Dubs.
Hey, Joey B.
I was listening to McElroy's the other day, and they're like, could anyone stop the president from getting, like, a sick face tat? And no, you can't. They're a grown individual. If Joe Biden were to show up with a fucking, like, an elaborate face tattoo, that's just what it is now.
I mean, that would be a hell of a move.
The desire, I think, if I was in that position to, like, do that, especially if I had gotten a second term, are you kidding me? And we say this all to bring you to our next game, which is presidential facial tats.
Okay, that actually sounds like a great game.
Yeah, it does sound like a pretty
That
good
sounds
game.
like I'm already thinking about like how the rules would work in that, and like you could absolutely do like it's like a rapid. It's like a card game, okay?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
It's a card game. You've got the names of every president on a card. One player draws, and then the other two players have to guess what face tattoo would go on that president. The best choice wins that point, and you play until the card is until the deck is totally pieced out.
You draw 3 cards of 3 presidents. The person who has the black card draws something, and then the other players have to decide which of the 3 presidents that face tat would be best on.
Ooh, that's really good. Yeah. That's kind of like it's like a Cards Without Humanity sort of approach to it. Okay, yeah.
Cards Against Humanity, although Cards Without Humanity is like...
Cards...
Okay, yeah. That's like dark.
That's what that game usually turns into.
Cards Without Humanity. That's actually that. You know who that would do your best impression, because that's how that's.
You give me the cards. You say. You give me the cards and you say, oh, they are without humanity. But in reality, my dear Mandalorian, no. The truth is, there never were humanity. There was never humanity for the cards to be without. Humanity is but an illusion, an illusory veil that we cast over the world.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, thanks.
I
missed somebody just subscribing while I was doing my Baby Yoda, my Werner Herzog Baby Yoda impression.
That's his Baby Yoda impression.
So thank you so much.
I didn't see your name.
I didn't see who you were. But I appreciate
your
it.
Name.
Holy shit.
You're my little Grogu, Taylor.
That is honestly fine. You know what? He's a cute little guy. He doesn't have to do a lot of work, which I'm really into. I dig that a lot.
Yeah.
And he's got superpowers. So like,
eats a lot of eggs.
He's little fucker's really into eggs.
For a fate hack where you pick a year and everyone plays a historical figure from that year, but then also gives, ooh, I like that a lot. That's actually really interesting. I like that because when I played Alien, everybody gets like their own secret objective kind of thing that you're supposed to be trying to fulfill as you're playing the game, which was like really neat. And it like drove some weird character choices for me that were fun. And I think unexpected for the GM.
Hey, Smelly Hunks, just wanted to give you a shout out directly. Thank you so much for the follow.
That counts.
I'm glad that I have such an insight into what really, you know, the community wants. I'm really glad that this is like I have my finger on the pulse, you know? Fuck.
Agreed.
Yeah.
You want to know the best part about PAX, Taylor?
What?
When I almost spent $108 on cheesesteaks at 9:30 in the morning that one morning.
That was a hell of a start to a day. I was like, wow, this is really the Philly experience, isn't it?
Pizza sauce was... that fucked me up on a cheesesteak. And it fucked me up, and then she was like, do you want mayonnaise on it? And I was like, you put pizza sauce on it. I can't put mayonnaise on that.
Incorrect.
Bye!
Incorrect. You absolutely can. It's horrifying and delicious.
No! The second part was not good. I don't know, man. I'm just like... I'm feeling it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think my whole thing is, like, I feel restless right now. I just don't know what to do. And that's, like, we've talked a lot about how, like, the both of us are basically like sharks. Like, if we ever stop swimming, then, like, we'll die.
Yeah, depression's already setting in right now.
Yeah, right? I'm already sad. But
I was just sitting here feeling like weird. I was like, oh no, am I? Uh-oh.
What-oh?
Wub, 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 wub. Hold on. I drew a bug. I drew a bug. Open original. Me and McNancy drew a bug.
Woo. Excuse me. Excuse me, internet.
Excuse me, internet.
All right. Now, how do I...
Where's our chat? So I'm gonna put that in our chat. I drew this bug. We now have officially 3 people, three party members from the same party, I think. That I've drawn in sort of the same style. Share my work with the people.
Yeah, I'm doing it. It takes a minute. Hang on. I gotta download it, then I gotta...
Sorry. Would it help if I sang Mambo number 5?
Yeah, no, I need you to go right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Keep going, don't stop. I've got to get it up.
Gramgula.
I'm just kidding.
Gilmore.
I'm just kidding. I had it up. Yeah. So this is our little guy right here. Do you want to talk about the little guy, or are we? What's?
Oh, her name's Halftone. So I drew before Caribou and Blues. Blues was a Polytar, Caribou was an Embrophyte, and Halftone is she's an Aeroshay. So they are kind of like our bug life of Iba. I've actually I was talking about this a lot with McNancy. They are like, I think, most similar to like the Romani people, like in that like their culture's been kind of devastated, unfortunately. Like the world has moved in around it, and they form these very tight-knit communities. So like the Aeroshay are just not to talk too much about reproductive cycles, but really quickly, they
give us the sexy deets. Go on.
Well, so they are culturally what's the word? Polyamorous, and I think that's so. Like we've talked about, like they had hives and cities before, and then sort of the new world moved in. They were like expedited to the surface world and have suffered like basically colony collapse. And so they like really glom onto each other really heavily when they find each other in whatever society they find themselves in, which is frequent because they like matriculate very easily into other societies. So they like form these really tight-knit social circles, and I imagine like it's a lot of because I think that like we don't have a lot of binary sex species necessarily. We've gone in a different direction with our species, which I think is more interesting because there's not just binary sex species on our planet, and I don't know why Ebo wouldn't be the same.
Right.
So, but they are. And like I think most insects, you're probably looking at a larger female, smaller males, and that's like probably like a lot of what the social circles around, like a couple larger females, and then like a lot of dudes like hanging out. But they're like, I think it's like they're very affectionate with one another, and it's sort of because like the fall of like what was their civilization. I think that like reproduction is probably difficult now, and it doesn't always succeed, and so they find solace in being together. But something McNancy pointed out is like that doesn't work for everyone, and I think more importantly for our game is we have a game based on outsiders, and I think that there's a lot of like nice story beats there where it's like you don't have a social circle anymore, so you're making an off-kilter one, and that is why you are a Vault Peddler. So they got like a lot of like pods full of juice. Their guts are pods full of juice. Their heads are pods full of juice. They got like carapace with like muscles coming out. I don't know. Halftone I think is like pretty serious. I think that like they're kind of by the books. This whole crew, me and McNancy were talking about this. We really liked the idea that their dispatch was somebody who believes in second chances and maybe a germaphobe. And so like everyone here has kind of like kind of is a second chancer, so they're not like cruel or anything. They're making a couple bucks where they need to, but like, you know, if you fuck up, they take in lost causes, you know, someone who has nowhere else to go. You end up with this crew, and I think like Caribou and Halftone are pretty on point, like when you send them into the field. What that proboscis do, correct.
Correct. I was waiting for you to see it. I didn't.
There is a proboscis in the gut. I drew it. You can't see it unless you zoom in, but it's there.
Okay. So I am almost done with the character sheet, I think. What was the term that you used for like scaling text?
I think in Adobe Acrobat it's fit to field.
Fit to field? Okay, one sec.
Anyways, though, like, I really like the design that I kind of settled on for the Air Rocher. There's like, I was looking at like a lot of like Porsche spiders, and that's like where those hairy bits come from. But like there's like cockroach in there too. I don't know. I think they're fun looking. A lot of texture. I've drawn a lot of naked people because like I wanted to see what they like look like underneath it all.
I'm not going to address that one. I'm just going to let that one hang.
Draw...
I'm just going to let that one hang in the air.
You want to know really why? It's easier to draw naked people, my dude.
I guess I get that.
Clothes fucking suck.
I don't know, like, this is going to sound incredibly ignorant, but like it's all fabric, right? If you can draw...
fabric's hard to draw.
I mean, yeah, but like it involves, I would imagine drawing fabric must involve several techniques, but once you have those techniques, it's all the same, right?
I mean, it's just like you gotta understand perspective a little bit better, and like know how clothes like hangs, like the weight of things hang, and like how folds form against bending and like
Yeah.
there's a lot more to it than like just a naked dude who's like. Then it's just like what that dick do.
Well, then it's just like what
And
that dick
it
do,
moves.
but it's also it's a question of like what's that dick made of, right? It's a question of like is it are we talking like an exoskeleton dick? Are we talking about a skin dick? Is there fur on it? Or is there
Do you want me to send you that picture of slugs fucking again?
always, yes, but like the point is I just feel like you got to have it just seems like you'd have way more variety and therefore more challenges. Especially if you're doing like a fantasy world of like weird new made up species.
Not really. I mean, honestly, like drawing monsters and shit is like kind of freeing.
Huh.
It's liberating, right? Because like, what did they look like? I made the rules.
Oh yeah, I guess that's fair. It's you have a lot more control over the creative process there.
Yeah. I don't know. I also was like someone who wanted to play. Someone who wants to play test was like asking me. They're like, I want to play like a kind of a pretty girl. I like that's like the characters I like playing. What's the cutest character race you have? And I was like, oops. Oops, we made all monsters. Oops, all monsters. Sorry. Humans, I guess. Tunnelers are kind of cute, but like in an angry hamburger way. Dick's covered up by cloth is no fantasy of mine, and that's why I got kicked out of Wizards of the Coast.
I'm pretty sure that was the tagline for Game of Thrones.
Yeah, man. So like we didn't make a lot of cute things. Is Oops.
Whoops.
Oops. Whoops. I did a lot of the visual design and.
How could this have happened?
I must have made a cute species around. Hold on. Hold on. No, that was a kind of a monster. That was a real nightmare.
The builders.
Builders
started very cute, and then you turned them into 9-foot flesh spiders.
Good.
Real improvement, if you ask me.
Agreed. I don't see a problem. I can make them 7-foot flesh spiders. Would you like them much smaller flesh spiders? Maybe like 1/2 foot flesh spiders? Would that be better?
Oh yeah, 1/2 foot is the perfect size. That's the sweet spot. It's where they're not, too big.
Yeah, so they're kind of my next, I think, my next task as far as drawing goes. I've got a person drawn.
No, I was gonna say we do need like a finished flesh spider to get an idea of.
Oh, that and tunnelers I got to finish a drawing of, but I feel like I got those kind of locked.
I mean, tunnelers you have a 3D model of. Like,
yeah,
that one's. I don't want to say like it's done, but it's pretty much done.
Yeah. Builders are the toughest because like it's hard to use reference.
Yeah.
How does this body move? Give me a good shape. Okay, well, let me look at all these human shapes. Nope, can't do that. None of these reference photos are humans with big shells. Why does nobody have a 9-foot neck? What'd that 9-foot neck do?
So check boxes work. Oh, I need little text boxes here.
That's what we need to make. We need to make T-shirts that say like what that game design do.
Those would actually sell like crazy.
Yeah. What those dice do? What that dice do is pretty good.
Way Wait.
Bum, 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 bum.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Chicka-ba-ba-ba-ba,
Wait, so were you not humming the Jurassic Park theme just now?
I did the original ending of it though.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was the John Williams version.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, before I spent. Never mind.
No. Finish the thought.
I was gonna say something, and I was gonna say it.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say it in satire. I was gonna say it satirically.
Were you?
Before he got cucked by the studio.
Jesus Christ. Ugh. Okay.
I know. It's like I'm making fun of people who say those words. Don't end on that note.
I was gonna say this is a perfect place to end.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it.
For my brand, no, thank you. We're talking about something else.
I think this is perfectly on brand for us. I think you don't want it to be our brand.
I don't.
But it definitely is.
Oh my god, people always get concerned about cancel culture, and do you ever think that, like, I wish I could cancel me?
Literally all the time.
I deserve this.
Right. I have had that thought so many times.
You just want somebody who, like, is getting canceled to stand up and be like, hey, you know what? You guys are fucking right.
What about that guy?
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, he's kind of... I know. Yeah, he was right. I do deserve this. What that resolution mechanic do? So... I bought my sister a giant bong.
That's pretty tight.
It's huge. Like, this is a good time to talk about.
I'm a fucking idiot. Literally, my next follow-up question was like, oh, does she smoke? And it's like, why else would you buy the fucking bong?
Hey, what are you kids doing with that?
I bought my sister a giant bong. Why?
I bought it because I thought it would be fucking hilarious to make her open it at Christmas in front of everyone.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, that's a funny gift.
It's a great gift.
Yeah, here you go, weedhead. Hey, here you go, Cheech. Comes with the necklace special. I'll get.
Yeah, right. Try like 3 of them. Yeah, no, I'm in. Okay, I think this has gotten. I do think that this sheet has gotten as far as it's going to get this evening. We will.
So join us next week.
Yeah.
For me not to say anything even remotely problematic.
Oh God. Yeah, Corey's going to be running the next play test. It's going to be great. I'm going to sit here and do nothing. I'm so excited.
I have decided I won't do any visceral body horror.
Cool.
That's it.
Everything else is on the table. Everything else is the table. Ooh.
That's visceral body horror!
Oh no! I broke my one rule!
You're really forgetful Eldritch God.
If you have been watching us, we are TGS Games.
If you have been watching us, why?
If you have been watching us, are you okay? Do you need somebody? Do you need me to call someone for you? No, we are TGS Games. Every Wednesday, we sit down and we make tabletop games, except now we kind of don't, because we just put out our new game, Vault Peddlers, which you can find for free on itch or drive-through. You can find it at tgsgames.com, or you can find the links to it at our website, tgsgames.com. We have been developing this game for like 2 years. It's been absolutely fucking bonkers. We do a lot of intellectual body horror on this channel.
Nothing I do is intellectual.
I don't have anything against intellectuals. I just not smart good. But no, we've streamed on this channel for like 2 years making this game. It's gone through like a million different iterations, and we're excited to get into playtesting, which we're going to be starting next week. If you are interested in playtesting, do feel free to reach out. You can do so through tgsgames.com. We have I believe a contact form there. You can also find us on Twitter at tgsgames, or
Twitch here. You can find our information here.
Yeah.
Our panels will take you right there.
Yeah, there you go. But that being said, you can also join our Discord for updates on when we're streaming. Based on what Elstragoon said earlier, it sounds like Twitch might not be doing a great job at notifying people about stuff. But our Discord is very active in terms of like updating you on stream schedules and all that. All of that being said, we just do want to thank you so much for your time. Again, if you're watching us, man, you should look into that. That being said, we do hope we see you next week. I'll be on Tuesday streaming another background ballad, and giving you some updates on when the new album for that is coming out. And then Wednesday, we'll be diving into character creation, going into another adventure in Iba. But thank you all so much, and we love you. And you're
our dad.
You're our dad now. So can I have like $20?
Yeah, sorry about everything.
Nitro Screen Reader. The following keyboard shortcuts can be...
Are we still on? Is our volume off though too? I realized that as I said that, it sounded like I was going to say some shit. I just don't want anyone listening to me. Depression really did start sinking in very quickly. I said it and I was like, I'm not joking though. At the very least, I think we can get along. some things that like just crucial for me. I've kind of noticed. Oh yeah, I mean, like I'm just like definitely further left and anti-capitalist and like anti-work, and like my anti-labor stuff goes a pretty deep. And she's like, I mean, like we both work jobs that we recognize are kind of like shady, like she's just kind of into it. She's like, I like my job, I'm good at it, and like she works like as like a management for a landlord company kind of thing. I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm like, but then at the same time, I'm like, well, I sell. And like, I have no problem with somebody like, you know, it's your job, but like, you know, I get it. Like, you want to fucking like be good at or enjoy the thing you do. But like, I'm so of this mind right now with work where I'm like, I don't want to do it. I'm never going to be happy doing that. And I'm always going to like get off some bullshit about how like everything's fucked. I don't know. She's a bit more obtuse than I am about like I don't know, just like in general, a bit more raw than I am, and not in like a bad way, just like but she's also like telling me like where to drive when I'm driving in the city that I'm unfamiliar with, and I'm like, I like this. Like, because I don't like that, because I don't like driving. And like, she recognized very quickly that I did not. I was like, oh, this is what you're gonna do, you're gonna do this, da da da. I was like, okay, cool. Hey, this car works for me. Yeah. But also capitalism is garbage, and I'm like kind of a fervent anarchist, and I'm like, humankind is better when things start collapsing a little bit, and we get to work like in local communities in order to improve those situations. I'm not saying that we can't have some scale of like something on top of it, because obviously we need it for the global community, but just saying, like, we're poor countries that look at the councils that pop up in those areas, and they seem to govern a lot better. Look at like disaster relief areas. Like, there is a paradigm of success in governance that happens in governance is probably the word, a collaboration that works in like, I don't know. And she was like, well, certainly it's not the end. It kind of is, though. Like, we're closer to it than you think. It can happen here. So, like, I mean, oh yeah, wicked cool. Yeah, it's been it's the largest like energy. It's the most significant news that has happened in decades, honestly. Like, that is one of the most significant things ever. And, like, man, it's fucking, you're already seeing fucking, like, you're already seeing some, like, liberal media start to, like, fucking astroturf this shit for, like, the sake of capitalism. I was like, my buddy's like, well, you know, it's actually, the lasers still use a lot of energy. I'm like, yeah, but it was ignition. It means that it doesn't matter what energy went into it. We produced more than that. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a sustainable model. should be proud of human beings. Why are you, like, downplaying this? Like, after the last 3 years, I need this. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Even then, you have fucking people setting up ISPs for their community. Like, there's ways around that. You can build a nuclear reactor in your fucking basement right now, a fission reactor. So, like, here's the thing, like, there are going to be workarounds on that, and communities will set them up. So even in the most hellscape blasted future in which capitalism controls everything and commercialism is the standard, there are still methodologies away from that. Like, so even in our worst, like, we have bright spots. And like, and also to the man who says that, fossil fuels go into powering lasers, yeah, but then we won't need as much fossil fuels because we're creating more energy from the lasers than went into it. We just need enough fossil fuels to kickstart it, baby! Now we're just making free energy! But it just happened! I'm like, man, like, you should be happy right now. Give yourself a fucking break. Let yourself smile for once. Like, it's pretty cool. It's pretty good. Well, and it's also like reaching points like this are how you reach like are you familiar with the idea of singularity? So technological singularity is the moment in which like we develop AI that is sufficiently intelligent enough where it eclipses human intelligence, and in doing so starts propagating technological advances past what we would be capable of doing. And then every iteration on that, it gets more and more intense, right? Like, and it goes much faster. It's you start rolling that snowball, and then yeah, it goes at like once we reach technological singularity, like fucking everything that we think we know about like technological development is going to go to the fucking toilet because it is going to become so much faster
energy right now, where like you are about to see like advances start to happen much quicker than you would expect them to happen. Sure. They're gonna have the money for it. It's honestly one of those things where it's kind of difficult to grasp how big of a deal. Like it is like a very groundbreaking. Like it is as if we like had first contact or something. Like it is such a big deal that it's like there's no. Yeah. We changed that. Yeah. I know. It's. Well, it's like it's for once looking at the future and not just seeing climate disaster, seeing like there's mitigation there, right? Like there's going to be disastrous effects. No questions. We are there. Like we're living. Exactly, we're living. But like that's not the end anymore. You know, it doesn't have to be. And like it's those moments. It's like we get those bright moments. Like we got it in like the very beginning of COVID. People stop fucking going outside, but it's like you see it like oh shit. I guess we can affect like our environment very really, as long as there isn't like this fucking marching order of capital with a gun in your back telling you to go consume. Maker movement is kind of changing things. Like I mean, advent of 3D printers is a huge piece of that. Like it's like, oh, Okay. Yeah. And like, it's I don't know. Like I and that's like I'm like anti-capitalist. I also don't like viewing a future in which technology is not a part of it. Like there's a lot of those, like a lot of anti-capital movements tend to be like very primitivist, and I'm like, I'm not into that. Yeah. Led to fucking capitalism. Obviously, like local council, local community, that shit's fucking great, but like we are an interconnected world, and that is a big, like, that's the fact of the matter. Yeah, so like we better start acting like it, because the world's your community now. Yeah, man, I don't know, like, I don't like, want to revert to, like, primitive, I don't think we have to. Yeah. Want to eat themselves. I don't fucking get it. Like, why? Yeah. Well, it's just like fucking like looking at like Republicans. Like, I'm like, at least they can fucking like get a voting bloc together to affect change. Yeah. If it's Joe Biden or fascism, I'll vote Joe Biden twice, motherfucker. Public. And everyone's just kind of fine with it right now. And I'm like, hey, like you and I can have like long in-depth arguments about institutional fascism and like the effects of like capital on like the actual institutions and how that changes things and how like. But those are in-depth arguments that are ignoring the fact that fucking. Comes down to the fact that, like, right now, if you're not voting for the party that is the Republican Party, you are fucking very clearly marching in the Republican Party. And here's the thing, I fucking will right now. It's too dangerous not to. And like part of the issue right now, I mean, like fucking. We didn't get fucking, like, I say we, like, Democrats didn't get swept in what should have been a bloodbath in the midterms because fucking Republicans started to falter and didn't show up and vote. And that's... there's two things going on. I think that there's a faction split within the Republican Party right now that, like, did affect things. People didn't show up to vote. A lot more people who are more into voting who were energized for the midterm, like younger kids came out and voted, like Gen Z voted in record number. Yeah. And like, so there were a lot of things to say, but like, that momentum, like, yeah, it's like, you gotta carry that forward, take put some distance between us and the, again, fucking deliberate coup that was staged. Fucking, so yeah, No, that's what I'm saying. They're wrong. You should be standing up. Yeah. Yeah, you should be voting.
in America is considered a very large pool of people, right? Like, fucking, like, look at what Republicans call the left. Like, that is, those people don't agree with each other, like, fundamentally. That's a bummer, because he was very big on that. Because I know he's pro-capitalism. I know he's pro like free market. Like he's like libertarian, you know, that like libertarian kind of. Yeah. And like I was talking about like some new money theory or something, where I was talking about what was it? Oh, I was talking about Ski said something about you know, I was like, well, you know, billionaires, they
hoard wealth, and that's like part of the issue, like even in capitalist society, right? Like, because like their velocity of money does not equal what your velocity of money does, like, because the buck stops with them. They get it and it's there, and then they spend it one other place. Whereas like you spend your money, you go to the supermarket, you go to like down the street to the butcher, you go to Payless. Like your velocity of money goes to a lot more places, which goes to like their warehouses, so your money has more impact, and it gets into the market more. And like Josh said, yeah, but is that really good? Referring to like inflationary cycles, like people should have less money because only a certain amount of money should be going to to stop inflation. Ignoring the fact that like one of the I know we're in an inflationary cycle right now, but like before this, one of the biggest stories was the deflationary cycles in the U.S. economy, not inflation. But ignoring all that, what it breaks down into is like he was like, is it good that more people have money because in order for capitalism to work, less people need to have money? And I was like, man, doesn't that fucking suck as a system? Like, it